What's up, guys? Hello and welcome to another Maker Monday. How are you guys doing? It's been a long time since we've done a Maker Monday. I'm going to change up the format of our Maker Mondays here just to make it a little bit easier and to always bring fresh content to you guys. So I have gone to the interwebs and I have started looking at my Reddit page that we're doing, and also I've been following lots of really cool Reddit pages. So I figured I would share them with you guys since there's some really awesome projects that are out there. And like I said before, we had a couple of you submit some projects for me to review and show off on this channel on Mondays, basically for a Maker Monday. And I tried to do it with a Dropbox, and I mean, a few of you did it, but since then I haven't seen anyone dump off anything. So I got to thinking, now that I have a Reddit page, let's go ahead and utilize Reddit for this. So if you guys have a project that you would like to show off and like to have seen on Maker Monday here on the channel, just give me some pictures and a description there on my Reddit page. So it's just reddit.com/r/misperry. Links down in the description. But that way, then you can get your project showed off on not only the Reddit page, but you get it shown right here on Maker Monday as well. So it's kind of a double whammy. So in spirit of that, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to shift gears and we're going to move over to the good old Reddit. Okay, so now we've switched over to Reddit. We're going to check out some of the stuff. Now, with my Reddit page, the way I've been treating it is I try to keep it as much as I can, because it's kind of hard sometimes to do it. I get caught up in things. But I try to keep it as a daily post of like just new, fun, and interesting things, stuff that I think is interesting that I would like to share with you guys, since I know that you guys are into the same things I am. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't have subscribed to the channel. So I try to post at least daily. Sometimes I don't always make it, but I try to at least go through and check out new and interesting things and post them to the Reddit site daily. So like this guy here turned a DualShock 4 controller into a basically TV remote using a Raspberry Pi Zero, which I'm sure he's using the W. Yep, he's using the Raspberry Pi W. He says, tune the DualShock 4 to the TV remote, and basically started making it work. Make it a Wi-Fi remote, I challenge you. Nice. Unfortunately, I don't have the Wiimote to try this. Maybe sometimes in the future I may have time. So they could basically turn it into like a Wii remote or whatever. Yeah, a Wii remote. Well, that would be fun to make a Wii remote out of a PlayStation remote. That could be an idea for the channel, nonetheless. Next, we have some interesting footage that I saw. Just saw this was kind of neat. How that the old school computers used to be massive, and now we hold them in the palms of our hands. Absolutely amazing. That's one of the Elliott computers. Remember, the first computer ever was ENAC, if I remember right, and it filled like an entire room, and it was only like an 8-bit computer, or maybe not even 8-bit. No, somebody posted in the comments. I can't remember. It was like 8. It might have been 4. I can't remember. It was pretty tiny, but it was huge. Another one that I thought was kind of interesting was this guy basically was building an Arduino incubator. So it looked like he had incubated different things. Like even says now the Uno can incubate a batch of nano eggs until they hatch. Soon your Arduino incubator will give you a whole flock of healthy Arduinos. Nice. Pretty sure he's not incubating Arduinos in there, but only one can tell. So it looks like he has some sort of probably thermal couple that's in there to measure temperature. This, I'm gonna guess, is probably some sort of a light bulb or some sort of heat source, and then he's probably doing all the magic, monitoring it all, maybe turning the heat source on and off with the Arduino system. So that's pretty cool because see, I can see a relay right here, and then this looks like a power cord coming up in here. A little bit scary the way he's got it all split out, but I don't know. Guess if you fry a few chickens, it's not a big deal. Now, I also follow these AR people, and this is actually a pretty cool one that they started off with. Apparently, augmented reality and Minecraft are starting to come together to where this guy literally jumps into a Minecraft hole in the actual physical world. So there it is. You can see like he's looking out of a Minecraft hole. Augmented reality is pretty cool. That's something that's going to be coming up on the channel soon at some point. I'm going to do some augmented reality because it is pretty darn cool. In fact, I'm putting it together with some new videos that are coming out, and we're going to have some really cool Iron Man-ish like stuff. That's a hint. moving on, I thought this was just kind of awesome. This guy has just finished making this awesome music visualizer. So he basically did a music visualizer with his, I think it was Arduino. Yeah, using the it's a Node MCU. Sorry, Node MCU using the WS2812B LEDs. And he used some Python to link it all together. So that's pretty cool. Hats off to you, making some interesting visual music. He said that he made a shower water monitor that displays the volume of water that's used and, of course, the cost that it's costing you. But that's pretty cool. So this calculates how much water you're using and how much it's actually costing you. So that's kind of neat. And, that would be cool to put on a bigger scale. Like those of you that have those water manifolds, it'd be cool to put those on the water manifolds. And then you could actually see how much water you're using and where. And in the retro scheme of things, I saw this. How many of you guys learned electronics on one of these things? I mean, seriously, we got to blow this up. This thing is awesome. I actually want one of these. I need to find one somewhere. Let me know down in the comments if you were somebody that used this when you were growing up. This thing is awesome. Basically, these are little resistors and stuff that are sat on this board. They're just wired to these little pegs. And what these are, they're like a little spring. And you can bend the spring open and insert little wires into it, and it's all conductive. And so you can wire up. Let's see, what do they got here? They got what looks like NAND gates. They got some dual op amps. Here they got a switch, they got some sort of momentary switch, which they call a key, diodes, they got some diodes, they even got some transistors, PNP, they only have one NPN, well that sucks, I would think it'd be the other way around, but they have the antenna, so you can build crystal radio sets, you can build all kinds of cool stuff with these are a great source of learning. If you could ever get your hands on them, I don't know if they even make these anymore, but if you can get your hands on one of these and you're just learning circuits and electronics, these things are fantastic if you don't want to have to mess with breadboards and things like that. I mean, breadboards are pretty cheap nowadays, so you can pretty well get whatever you want, but this one's pretty darn cool, if I tell you what. The stuff people make is just fantastic. Hey, look at that, it's me. Oh, let's see, how to do an RGB wall clock. So that one is kind of interesting. I think it takes me to like an actual, I thought it was going to take me to a YouTube video. Well, there is a YouTube video. So it looks like he used the Eve. Yeah, that's right. There's the Eve, which I've thought about getting one of those. Let me know if you would like to see that on the channel. Let me know down in the description. But there's some interesting stuff that's around this that basically what it is it's a little closed open hardware little device that you can, you have sound, that you can make. Oh, cool. He even has the seconds that march around the clock. That is pretty cool. But it has like a little breadboard on it. It allows you to wire up all kinds of different things. It has a little LCD screen in it. It's kind of a neat little deal. So, I see what he's done. He's used basically some LEDs around the, let's keep going here. So is he going to show making it? Oh, he even used the Picto blocks, which is a great way of learning programming, actually. It's actually pretty cool. See, here's that Eevee, or Eve, or however you pronounce it. But any case, yeah, you just wire this stuff up. Looks like he's got a temperature sensor on there. I don't know what you want a temperature sensor for a clock for. Unless maybe it does more than just clock. Ooh, that looks complicated. But basically, that's a cool little system to use. Yeah, here we go. Here's the Eve. If we click on it, let's see if they'll tell me what it is. Yeah, see, you can build STEM projects with it and all kinds of stuff because, that's a big deal here in the United States is that STEM, science, technology, engineering, math, which I've been involved in a couple of different ways with different places around my community, helping to get, they basically have identified that children, at least here in the United States, children are lacking the science, technology, engineering, and math. They're kind of lacking in that department. So there's been these different pushes to introduce children and them make as one of the big proponents of that for getting children involved in any type of science, technology, engineering, or types of math. And so that is a really cool, there's some really cool little projects and development kits that are out there to help get kids interested in that and make it not very complicated for them so they can use their imagination, which kind of is what my channel is all about too, is I want to help develop and grow the next generation of people. So hats off to that. I remember I was going through the fireworks store, and the fireworks store had these little TVs playing with like what the fireworks looked like, and I spied a Raspberry Pi. So I don't know which version it is, but it's definitely not one of the first ones. It's probably a Raspberry Pi 2 at least. I don't know whether it's an A or a B or a B plus or what it is, but it has the 4 USBs on it, so I'm guessing it's a Raspberry Pi 2 of some sort. And that is going to bring us to the tool of the day. So in today's tool of the day, we're going to be looking at a Serbrent or Sabrent. I don't know how to spell it or how to say it. I mean, not spell it, say it. You know what I mean. Anyway, we're going to be looking at the Sabrent USB 3.0 SATA to IDE or SATA IDE system here. What this does, these are really cool little cables. They're fairly inexpensive, as you can see. There's a cool little cable here. All you do is you basically plug in either a SATA drive, or it'll even do IDE. So here's the full kit. It'll either do IDE, and it comes with a little power supply, and then connectors for whether you've got the old like big honker power connector. I can't think of the name of it right now. Don't judge me. Or if you've got the SATA connector. So it helps you adapt that, and then you can do IDE or SATA with it, and it turns it into USB 3.0. The reason I am showcasing this tool is because I have 2 of these, and that helped me in the Nextcloud builds that I've done. Upcoming one that's upcoming, as well as that last build that you saw last week. This helped me in that because I just had some spare hard drives laying around, didn't have a ton of USB hard drives. So this is a quick way of turning a internal hard drive into an external hard drive. So guys, I hope you enjoy your week. I hope you enjoyed last week's videos. I got tons of videos coming up. I actually was able to film quite a few this weekend. Excuse me. So I've got a couple of weeks worth of videos coming for you guys. Hopefully you'll enjoy them, especially one. I'm very, very proud of one of them in light of one of the new movies that just came out on video. You probably know what they are. If you follow my Twitter, you'll probably know exactly what I've been doing here lately, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't, now is your chance. Go down there into the little description box down there and check out my Twitter. Check out my Facebook. Follow me on both. I post there as much as I possibly can while I'm making videos, while I'm figuring out new things. Like I'm going to be dabbling in some augmented reality, a lot more building user interfaces for augmented reality and things like that. So I will definitely be posting information about those. So definitely stay tuned for that. Also, check out the t-shirts. I'm not wearing one right now. Excuse me. But we do have new t-shirts, lots of different t-shirts, one for every discipline. So whatever type of engineer you are wanting to be, or you are already, there's a t-shirt for you. So check out those t-shirts. It always helps the channel, as well as check out the Patreon down below. It helps out the channel quite a bit. You can become a Patreon, and that is a great way of me being able to give back to you, because my patrons will get different things throughout the year. Especially it can be physical things, like I'll give away different pieces of hardware and things like that. In fact, that reminds me, I need to do a giveaway soon. But anyway, you guys get to participate in very specific videos that no one else gets to see. Only you guys, my patrons, get to see the videos. And I'm going to be coming up with a new video series on electronics and basically just some basics. Basically Eli the Iceman, Ohm's Law, KCL, KVL, all that stuff, which those of you that know what I'm talking about know, and those who don't will come along, become a patron today, and just for $1 a month, you can get access to that information and help your electronic skills just a little bit. So I'll also be doing a solder teaching class, how to solder and things like that on there. So don't miss out. Become a patron today. It's only $1 a month. It's not a big deal, and it helps in a huge way. You have no idea how much that helps. That way I can bring you more Raspberry Pi videos. I can buy more equipment. I can do more things for you guys. And plus, you never know. You may get it back. You may get a Raspberry Pi in the mail for free. You never know. So it's a good deal. Also, check out the Amazon links down below, because that helps out the channel as well. When you click on those links, even if you don't buy anything, just by clicking on that link and going there, it actually helps out the channel. You're helping me out. So if you click on the link, you go there, you don't have to buy exactly what that is. Just use my link. If you're going to buy something on Amazon, use my link and then navigate somewhere else and then buy something. And that helps out the channel. So you really don't even have to give monetarily if you don't want to. The like button is another great way to help out the channel, so press that like button. Make sure and hit subscribe and ring the bell so that way you don't miss any of the upcoming videos, because I'm telling you, you don't want to miss them. They are going to be some awesome stuff. All right, guys, I've rambled on enough. The time is up, and I will see you next time.